to this point. Again, we've got this sort of crossing over of these channels, and there's all this pressure bearing down on us, and the thoughts are coming and coming. She works on this center too. So she crosses over the center. Think of this as a gate. It's the gate to the last chakra here. And it's a very narrow chakra, and she starts to open this chakra when we forgive. So when that happens, all that thinking begins to quiet down automatically. You don't have to force it. It isn't like training your brain. We're not doing that here. We're just getting out of the way of this natural process that's built inside of us and letting it just work. So your mind begins to quiet down automatically. It may not be overnight that you go from 100 thoughts to 0, but it'll start to slow down. You'll start to feel that quietness in your mind. And a space gets created between your thoughts. So it may just be a few seconds at first, but the more you meditate, that's why daily practice is so important. 5, 10, 15 minutes a day is all that it takes. And then that quietness becomes longer and longer, and you feel that peace in your mind. You really do. It's called thoughtless awareness, so just something to be aware of. If you start to feel that quietness in your mind, thoughtless awareness. All right, so the Kundalini is amazing, doing all of these things, bringing us into balance, and then reaching the last chakra here. So this is chakra. This is the chakra that connects us to a greater power than ourselves. So this is yoga, Sahaja Yoga, spontaneous yoga. Spontaneous connection takes place when your Kundalini reaches here. And your Kundalini literally exits this chakra here. And you might be able to begin to feel it, right? Start to feel it on top of your head. A little coolness or warmth as it exits. And what happens when the Kundalini reaches here, this whole system inside of us that is sort of a mystery becomes something that it's part of our lives. We understand it. It's like a new awareness about ourselves. We can feel it. It's all part of our nerves, remember. It's part of our nervous system, so you feel it on your nerves. You can feel your own system on your hands, specifically, which is why there's color coding on this chart here. All the fingertips are connected back to our chakras. So what was a mystery, again, I don't know what's healthy, what's not healthy inside of me. You start to know yourself deeply, on a much deeper level. Which chakras might need a little bit of that extra attention. You can feel which chakras your Kundalini is working on. And there are very simple things you can do that we can tell you about and teach you to help this energy, help you. So this is your mother, and she's doing all of this for you. But as her child, you have some of chores to do. So like your chores are to sit down and meditate every day for 15 minutes. And there's some little chores you can do to help assist your mother, like that. So that's how this meditation works. It's not, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, and now you're certified meditators. It doesn't work quite like that. Not here. It's already yours. You all walked in the door with everything that you already need. There's nothing to give you. So I would just say, for today, just keep an open mind. There's a couple of things. Keep your mind open, keep your heart open, and have a desire to experience it for yourself. That's the key. That is the key. To have a desire just to see for yourself if it works for you. Their Kundalini's desire is to give you that yoga, that connection, and then your desire becomes the same as your Kundalini's desire. The desires come together as one. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Did that make sense? Did it make sense? Okay. Good. I hope so. It's quite remarkable, and I'll tell you that, try this, give it a try. A few weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. You do it regularly, and you'll start to see a change. We really will. And people around you will see it too. But enough talking. Let's try that. So here in Dallas, we're going to do a technique. I talked about chores. Here's a chore. It's not a chore, but it's something you can do. It's called foot soaking. We foot soak when we meditate. And you might see some people brought some bowls here and little tubs. So we're going to put some water and some salt in a tub of water, and we're going to soak our feet in there for our first meditation. So here in Dallas, we'll go through this door, there's a kitchen back here, and we'll fill up our tubs and come back. And if you're watching from home or from Shreveport and you don't have this foot soak tub, just sit quietly. We'll only be gone a couple of minutes, and you can just put your palms open like this, and we'll play a little nice music for you. And then just hold on, and we'll be right back. So thank you. All right, thank you so much for being patient. Those of you watching it from home, or if you're just joining us, we're about to start our first meditation. So we're going to have a foot soak that maybe you saw the screen just kind of showing how that works. It's just a small tub of water. If you can see, maybe down here, I've got just any tub that you can get at a Walmart or any a simple convenience type store or a Target or wherever. So we put some water and some salt. It can be any kind of salt. Table salt works great. If you want to put Epsom salt in there, that's fine. But put a little bit of table salt in there too, because we want it to be as natural as possible. We're recreating the ocean in our little foot soak tub. And then you just want to have a cup of fresh water to rinse your feet when you're done, and then some paper towels to dry your feet. So it's pretty simple. That's the foot soak. So we're going to go through this meditation, and I'll lead this meditation, and we can all just follow along inside. And we're going to use our hands in this meditation. We use our hands a lot because, again, this is our desire on this left side, and that's the key. Remember, the key to this meditation is to have that desire inside. So we're going to use our desire side and our action side, and we're going to put our right hand on the left side of our body, where these different chakras are located. So I'll just walk us through that real quick. First, we'll put our hand over our heart, and then underneath our ribs, and then on our hip, and then under our ribs again, and then back over our heart again. And then for our neck, we just put our hand on the left side of our neck. Perfect. You can turn your head to the right like this. And then we put our hand across our forehead this way. And then we put our hand on the back of our head like this. We can lift our head up. We'll keep our eyes closed. And then the last chakra would take our right hand, stretch our fingers apart, so there's a nice tightness in our palm. We want to push the palm of our hand right on top of our head. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, you don't want to grab on to your hair. You want to have your fingers stretched, so you're doing it just right. Okay. One more thing before we get started. And again, this is using our hands to what we call raising our kundalini. Raising our kundalini. We want to express our desire inside for our kundalini to rise. And so we use our hands to do that too, and we can all do this together. This is how we begin our meditation and we end our meditation, always raising our kundalini. So to do that, we take our left hand and just put your palm of your left hand towards your body, right about the level of the base of your spine, where your kundalini resides. Your right hand goes in between. Perfect. And then your right hand starts to move over, rotating outwardly over your left palm. And then you take both hands up together to the top of your head, and you tie a big knot on top of your head. So do that one time, and then do it a second time. Both hands come up. Your attention can rise along your spine as you rise your hands, and then the second time, 2 big knots like that. Perfect. And then the third time. The third time, we tie 1, 2, 3 knots on top of our head. Very good. So that's symbolizing we want our kundalini to rise up and stay up here. Stay up here at the top of our head, above all this chatter. So then we put what we call a shield, or it's called a bandhan, or an arch over ourselves for every chakra. So to do that, we just put our left hand at hip level, and our right hand touches our left hand, and we just make a big arch over the top of our head, and then the arch comes back. So let's see. So we do that 7 times, over and back. Perfect. Over and back 7 times. And if you know where each chakra is located along your spine, you just put your attention on each one, and you can look at the chart. It just helps to take our attention inside, as well as just giving us this protection. All right. Now we can all put our feet in the water. Okay, so let's all close our eyes and put our palms open on our lap. And we'll just take a moment to just relax ourselves. So you want to be comfortable in your chair. Settle in. Relax your muscles. We can take off our glasses if we're wearing them. And if you're watching from home, you just follow along in your chair. No need to have the foot soak bowl. We can all meditate together. So our feet, whether they're in the foot soak bowl or just on the ground, just keep them flat on the ground and apart from each other. So keep a space between your feet, the left and the right channel. Relax your legs. Relax your calves. Let your legs be loose. Just scan your muscles. Let go of any tension. We're sitting straight, but not rigidly, so nice and comfortably. Arms are loose, arms are relaxed. Again, palms are open on our lap. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax the muscles in your face. Eyes are gently closed. Eyebrows are relaxed and forehead is relaxed. So now we'll take our right hand and just place it over our heart on the left side. And press your hand gently and put your attention here on your heart. And so let's begin our meditation by expressing in our heart that desire, the desire to experience meditation, to feel it for ourselves. It's really your own personal experience. So to ask for that, just ask in your heart, please may I feel the peace of meditation. Please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. And now with that open heart and that open mind, we can ask ourselves, do I have a higher self? Do I have a higher self? Am I more than just my body and my mind and my thoughts? Am I the spirit? Let's ask that question in our heart 3 times. Am I the spirit? Am I the spirit? Now we'll move our hand to the upper part of our abdomen, right under our ribs on the left side. Press our hand again gently. Put our attention where we feel our hand. And then we can ask a second question about ourselves now. Here we ask, am I my own master? 3 times. Am I my own master? Am I my own master? Now we move our right hand to the lower part of our abdomen on the left side, about the level of your hip. You can just press your hand gently here. Put your attention here. So we talked about all these qualities that are built inside of us, that are already there. They're all built inside these centers of energy. So let's start to affirm some of these qualities and ask for these qualities. Ask our own energy to start to nourish these centers for us, re-energize us. So we'll address our own energy. And we can call our energy energy, or mother. So the quality here is knowledge. Knowledge comes from here. That innate knowledge, it's divine knowledge, it's divine inspiration. So let's ask for that quality. So in our heart, we'll ask 6 times, because this chakra has 6 petals, like a flower. 6 times in our heart, Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. 6 times, just keeping that open-heartedness. Mother, please may I have pure knowledge. Pure knowledge is positive knowledge. It's good for you and good for the people around you. Mother, please may I have pure knowledge. We can move our hand now back under our ribs. Press our hand gently again. Put our attention here. So the question we asked, am I my own master? Meaning, am I in control of myself? Can I recognize situations in life, what's good for me and what may not be good for me? And can I act on what's good? Can I do what's right? And the truth about us, we have this quality as well. The quality of self-mastery. It's built inside. So let's affirm that. Let's affirm that truth about ourselves with confidence in ourselves, that we can do the right thing. We can learn from our mistakes. So 10 times, 10 petals, we can say in our heart, Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Ten times, Mother, I am my own master. Now we move our hand back over our heart. Put our attention here, press our hand here gently, and put your attention inside your heart. See if your attention can go deeply into your heart, how deeply it can go. We asked the question here at the beginning, am I the Spirit? So another truth about us, every one of us, inside of our heart resides a reflection of the divine, which is the Spirit in every one of us. And that is our higher self. So let's affirm that with confidence in ourselves. And we'll say that 12 times, 12 petals, 12 times. Mother, I am pure spirit. Mother, I am pure spirit. That's the highest that I am. Mother, I am pure spirit. Now we take our right hand, put it on the left side of our neck. We can turn our head to the right. Put our attention right here where our hand is. You can squeeze gently too, right here on the corner of our neck. So we talked about being in the present, not in the past, not in the future. How our Kundalini automatically brings us into the present, but there are some things we can do to help ourselves. And one of those things is to let go of any guilt we might be feeling. It's very important for our personal growth to let go of the past and not to feel guilty. The past is over, we can't go back and change it, but we can change ourselves going forward. And that's what the divine expects. That's all that the divine expects, to improve ourselves from this day forward. And we have that quality built inside of us. That's quality of self-mastery. So here, 16 times in our heart, we can say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. And just let it all go. Mother, I am not guilty at all. 16 times, believing in yourself. And keeping our attention right here, let's ask for the quality of this center. So we'll ask our own energy to nourish this center and give us this quality. Mother, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. Mother, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. And just say that in our heart a few times. Now we'll take our hand, place it across our forehead, and we can bend our head down slightly. Let your head rest on your palm. This again is the center of forgiveness. All of our thoughts are pressing down on this energy center. Our Kundalini rises to this point, and right here, there's something else that we can do. Something else we can do for ourselves. Maybe the greatest thing we can do for ourselves. And that's to forgive. Forgive everyone and forgive ourselves. So here we don't count the number of times. It's just the sincerity from our heart. So we can say, Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Just say that a few times in your heart and just let everything go. Mother, I forgive everyone, and I also forgive myself. We can be very hard on ourselves sometimes. So let go and forgive. Be kind to yourself. Let's take our right hand now and put it on the back of our head. We'll keep our eyes closed, but we can lift our head up. So now our head rests the other direction on our hand. So here, we humble ourselves, we humble our hearts, and we ask, O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I've made, knowingly and unknowingly. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I've made, knowingly and unknowingly. And now we take our right hand, stretch all our fingers apart. We can bend our head down again, and we press the palm of our hand right at the very crown of your head, the very top where your soft spot was when you were a child. So put your hand down, apply some pressure. You want to feel your hand against your scalp, and direct as much of your attention as you can. Try to focus all your attention right here, where you feel your hand pressing down. And put your heart here as well. That desire that we expressed. I want to feel this for myself. Have that here too. And now we're going to rotate or massage our scalp 7 times in a clockwise circular direction. So we'll move our hand over to the left, down to the front, towards your forehead, over to the right, and then all the way back. Left, front, right, back. That's the circle you want to make. Nice and slow, 7 times. With each rotation, we just ask from our heart, Mother, please may I have my self-realization. That's the term when your Kundalini rises all the way to the top here. And it's all yours for the asking. So you can just ask from your heart, Mother, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times, 7 circles. When you're finished, you can lower your hand back to your lap. Relax in your chair. Both hands stay open on your lap. Eyes are closed, and we'll just take another minute or two and just see if you can hold your attention at the top of your head. See if you can keep it there. So let's all open our eyes now. And we'll end our meditation by raising our Kundalini 3 times. You can do it, again, let your attention come up and rise along your spine with your hands. So when you tie the knots, your attention is back up there at the crown of your head. And then we put on the 7 shields, and you can look at the chart if you'd like and just put your attention on each chakra along your spine, rising up with each bandhan. So now here in Dallas, we'll rinse our feet and dispose of the water. We flush the water down the toilets. We don't put it in the sinks. And if you're watching from home or from the library in Shreveport, again, just you can just open up your palms on your lap. We'll play some music, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Looks like my mic was off. Thank you. Sorry for the folks online. I'll repeat myself. Been speaking for the last couple of minutes. We're going to talk about, the next steps of our meditation. We're going to meditate a little more. Before that, we'll play a short video for about 5 minutes. She's talking about the 7th chakra in that video. And the 7th chakra is essentially an integration point. An integration of everything that happens inside of our system. As you can imagine, this is the brain. Everything that we do that happens in our life is some way connected to the brain, right? The state of our brain, hence, is extremely important. Is our brain healthy, right? Do we do anything to keep our brain healthy?
What are we doing now?
We're doing now, exactly. There you go, right? Perfect answer. That's exactly what I was looking for. We're doing it now, right? What are we doing? We are calming it down. We are relaxing it. When we sleep, does our brain sleep? No. It's working as hard as it is when you're awake. The brain does not sleep when you sleep. Does the brain need relaxation? Yes, right? So how does it get that? Through meditation. What happens is there, as you can imagine, there are thousands and thousands of nerves that come together within our brain, right? And what that leads to is the formation of the 7th chakra, which is here, which is the most complicated chakra, as you can imagine, because everything culminates there, gets together, and hence this chakra is the point of integration. This chakra is the place where we can start feeling the subtler aspects of our life. What are the subtler aspects of our life? The subtler aspects of our life is being able to feel this energy that flows through us. You should be able to very distinctly feel the flow of this energy that is going on inside of you, right? You should be very clearly able to experience the state of these 7 chakras. Is a chakra in a healthy state? It's not in a healthy state. Is it getting unhealthy? What is it that's causing it to get unhealthy? All of that knowledge comes inside of us through this chakra. So what is the importance of this chakras? That is the importance of this chakra. How do I keep that healthy? Through meditation. So the most important thing that happens is when this energy rises through the central channel, it crosses this chakra. Crossing this 6th chakra makes us feel quiet. But when it reaches the 7th chakra, that is where the integration of the entire system happens. Everything clicks. It's when, everything falling together, everything falling in place. That happens when the energy crosses the 7th chakra that is at the top of our head. Making sense? So that's what we'll listen to a short talk about, and then we'll meditate. And if there are questions, we can have those questions after the meditation. All right?
Now let us see what is the arrangement God has made for us. If I say something, you need not believe me, but keep yourself open-minded. God has made a beautiful arrangement within us that when the Kundalini rises, she crosses over this center where I have a red spot. This is the window of that center, which is placed in the center of optic chiasma, where it crosses. It's a very subtle center which controls from the parasympathetic angle the pituitary and the pineal body, who later on control the ego and the superego. I should say the pituitary controls the ego and the pineal body, the superego. Now the one side of the superego is what we call our karma, so-called. Is what we think, oh God, we have made bad karmas, good karmas, punyas, all these ideas. On the other side of the ego is those people who have accumulated by saying that I have done this good, I have done that good, I have been so great, I have been the Lord of the whole world. All these two big balloons in the head of ego and superego are just covering this part of the head, and this is being calcified. You develop your separate I-ness and you become Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z. How carefully, beautifully God has created us. We never even felt the pinch. We became human beings. How did we manage to become human beings? We never even think about it, take it for granted. But what must be the tremendous force that has created you into a human? That's how we come to logical conclusion to understand that in evolution you have to ascend into your awareness and you develop a new awareness. This happens when this Brahmarandra opens out and the Sahasrara, which is the limbic area, completely opens and allows the Kundalini to come out. Now somebody asked me one more question, that why this happening is needed? Why not God created us just like this? And why is it necessary for Kundalini to be awakened? The reason is the human attention. First of all, you have to evolve. Slowly, slowly, slowly. When you evolve from amoeba to this stage, from carbon to amoeba to this stage, we have got within ourselves. They haven't brought the chart, but you have got it in the book. Different centers which denote our milestones along our progress. The last is now the Sahasrara. At this point, the human beings have got all other centers properly developed. Even the Sahasrara is developed. And what you have to do is to just make the connection with the divine. Now the connecting line also is there, the Kundalini in 3.5 coil, settled in the triangular bone. This connection has to be brought out of your head, which breaks through, and you start feeling this new awareness of collective consciousness. This is how the process takes place. It's a very simple process of just like sprouting the seed. But as you cannot sprout a seed by just dancing about it or singing about it or reading books about it, it has to go to the Mother Earth. In the same way, somebody who has the capacity, who has that love, who has that understanding of the Kundalini has to do the job. And once it is done, it's like one light enlightens another light. The another light has to steady itself first of all, know how to enlighten another light, and start doing it. That's how the work is going to move in the new direction of new awareness, which we call as Chaitanyamaya Chaitana, or enlightened awareness, or vibratory awareness. So these vibrations start flowing through you. Now what is that? You can feel it above, you can feel it round, which you have never felt before. Now this is the collective consciousness into which you have jumped. Your awareness, your being has jumped into a new awareness. This has to happen to most of the human beings. Just like it has happened to fishes, it has happened to turtles, it has happened to pigs. In the same way, this has to happen to the most of the human beings.
So we'll continue our meditation. We'll sit in a very relaxed position. Close your eyes. If you're wearing glasses, you can take them off. Put your two palms on your lap, open facing upwards. Remove all the stiffness from your body. Just relax. Loosen your arms and your legs, your back. Close the eyes gently, not too tight. We will play some light music. Now take a deep breath. Breathe in very slowly. Hold it for a little while. And then very slowly breathe out. And as you breathe in, try to feel the pressure in your chest as your lungs blow up. Very slowly breathe out. We'll do it a couple of more times. Now breathe normally. Our attention plays a very important role in our meditative experience. And normally our attention is not under our control. So one of the benefits of meditation is being able to manage our own attention. So we slowly try to bring our attention inside and we direct it to certain chakras. We begin by putting our left hand on the right hip. Putting the left hand on the right hip. And slowly bring the attention to where the hand is. Very deliberately. This is the right side of the second chakra, the chakra number 2. From the bottom. And this chakra is where our attention originates. Our attention starts from here. This is the seed of the attention. A normal human attention is very fragmented, distracted, very easily. And meditation helps us collect the attention, bring it together, and focus it on what's important. So we hold the attention where the hand is. And this energy has a unique ability to integrate that attention, to blend it into one unified attention, from being fragmented to being unified. All we have to do is simply ask Mother Energy, please remove all the distractions from our attention and steady the attention. We'll say it 4 times. Mother Energy, please remove all the distractions from our attention and steady the attention. And be aware of any thoughts that come in. Try not to get carried away by that thought. Now we move our hand back onto our lap. Next we put our right hand on the third chakra, which is right at the belly button. So we put the hand on the belly button, the navel. And slowly bring the attention here, where the hand is, to the third chakra, the chakra number 3. We all crave a peaceful life. We all want it for ourselves, for our families. And the best part is, this peace comes from this chakra, which is right within us. It is not an external thing. And this chakra, when it's in balance, it automatically puts us in that state of peace, that state of calm, that state of relaxed mind. And this Kundalini, the energy within us, has the ability to balance this chakra, put it in a right shape. So slowly holding the attention here, we say in our heart, Mother Energy, please bless me. with peace and satisfaction. Mother Energy, please bless me with peace and satisfaction. Slowly move a hand, put it in the middle of our chest. Slowly bring our attention to this chakra. This is the fourth chakra. We all seek security in our life. We try to find it in our material possessions. But the more we possess, the more insecure we become. The security inside of us is a function of this chakra, the health of this chakra. So hold this attention steady at this chakra. This is also the place where our body produces the antibodies to fight off any attack on our system. So we want this chakra to be a healthy chakra, the heart chakra to be healthy. Let's try not to get distracted, and those who are not able to meditate may please step out. So others can continue the meditation. Mother Energy, please remove all the fears and insecurities. And let me be a confident person. We'll say it 4 times. Mother Energy, please remove all the fears and insecurities. And let me be a confident person. Now remove a hand and put the ring finger of the right hand right in the middle of her forehead. Try to put the ring finger right in the middle of her forehead. Feel the pressure of the finger, the forehead. And very slowly massage the forehead in a circular motion. Top, left, down and right. Top, left, down and right, very slowly. And with each rotation we can say I let go and I forgive. I let go and I forgive. I let go and I forgive. Now we slowly move a hand to the top of her head. Spread out the fingers. Make the palm nice and tight. Feel the tightness in your palm. And place it firmly at the top of your head, the fontanelle bone. The bone that was soft in childhood. And try not to grip the head with your fingers. Let the fingers be away from the head. And very slowly we massage the scalp in a circular motion, left, front, right and back, circular motion, left, front, right and back, very slowly. And here we say 7 times, Mother Energy, please let me experience the joy of thoughtless meditation. Mother Energy, please let me experience the joy of thoughtless meditation. We'll say it 7 times, very slowly. Mother Energy, please let me experience the joy of thoughtless meditation. Now slowly bring your right hand down, back on your lap. Keep the palm open, facing upwards. And now relax yourself. Relax your feet and your legs, your arms and your shoulders. Just loosen them. Relax the back and the spine. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Eyes shut gently. Relax the eyebrows. And now relax the face. The attention is slowly becoming steady. Let the thoughts pass by. Try not to engage with them. If there's still too many thoughts, you can slow them down by just negating them. Simply saying, not this. Very slowly, a few times, not this. Not this. Now we'll slowly open our eyes. We'll raise our energy 3 times. All the way to the top. Tie a knot. And then we'll do the shield, the rainbow around ourselves. 7 times. Once for each chakra. How are you feeling? Quiet? Relaxed? Very good. Let's try something. I'll turn off the air conditioning and we all can try it. This energy flows through us. You can actually feel it. And the sensitivity grows with time. Right? The more you meditate, the more aware you become of this energy. Think about it as, when you first started to learn about colors. Right? We could maybe recognize that there's something different. We didn't know the names of those colors. But as you started to grow, you started to recognize those colors: red, blue, green, yellow. Then you started to recognize the shades of red and the shades of blue. So the awareness grows inside of us. The knowledge grows inside of us. Similarly, the knowledge about these chakras grows inside of us. So let's begin with something basic, a very basic test. Try to put a hand on the top of a head. 6 to 12 inches from the head. Try to move it a bit forward, backward. See where you feel it the most. You'll feel something cool or warm. Like a little stream coming from the top of your head. Cool or warm. See where you feel it the most. There will be a certain point where you'll feel it the strongest. Now let's try it with the other hand. It will be cool or warm. You feel something? Feeling? Okay, very good. You feeling something? Not too sure? That's alright. In the beginning, we may not be 100% sure that we're feeling something. As I said, this awareness grows inside of us. Right? The fact that you're feeling quiet, quieter than when you walked in first, that tells you that something happened. Right? Just sitting in a wooden chair for an hour does not make you feel quiet. Right? Another fact is we haven't felt the urge to go check our Facebook and Instagram posts. Right? When was the last time we sat for 90 minutes without looking at our phone screens? Right? What is it that's keeping us so quiet? We are not feeling the urge to just stand up and walk away. Something has happened. And what has happened is this energy has become active inside of us. And it's flowing through this system. As this energy flows through a system, it soothes the system. It relaxes from within. It relaxes the system from within. How amazing is that? Right? And this is how amazing this energy works. Now imagine if you can feel like this every day. Who doesn't want to feel like this every day? Nobody. Come on. Right? Everybody wants that, right? How do you do it? That is the hard part, right? How? How do I feel like this? Because I promise you in the next 20 to 30 minutes, you will go back to where you were about 90 minutes ago. Your attention will be back to that state. Where bzzz, a million things are going on in the head. All your to-do list is running inside of your head. Sorry? Overheated. Yeah. You could feel it this, yeah. So you can also feel each of these 7 chakras very clearly on your fingertips, as she mentioned, right? She's feeling something on her index finger. If you look at the color code here, it's blue, corresponds to the chakra right here, for chakra number 5. So you can feel each of these chakras on your fingertips, right there. As you meditate, that awareness grows inside of you. So how do you grow that awareness? Just like with everything else, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Do you have to do it for 90 minutes every day? No. Who can do 90 minutes? How many of us can commit 90 minutes a day of meditation? That would be nice, right? That would be great if we can, but how many of us can? Very few of us, right? We have so many things going on in our life, but how many of us can commit 5 minutes a day?
I can do 10.
There you go. Very good. Very good. So we all can find that 5 to 10 minutes in our day, every day for ourselves. Right? This is time for yourself. It is not for your bosses or your spouses or your children or your mother and father. It is for you. The 10-minute is for you. Where you sit down, relax, connect with yourself in your meditative state. And you don't have to remember all the steps we did today. We'll simplify it. We always start our meditation and end our meditation by raising this energy 3 times and doing the shield 7 times around ourselves. Everybody remembers that? Okay, easy enough to remember. We always begin with that and then 3 steps. This meditation, the key is your desire. Myself or Brad cannot force it on you. We do not have a remote control where you can press a button on a screen and say, okay, now your Kundalini is up. You are in meditation. No. That trigger is inside of you. And that trigger is your desire. Your desire is the one that triggers this energy to start moving up the central channel and cross this chakra. So the desire starts with your heart. So put your hand on your heart. I want to experience the state of meditation. Just express that desire a few times. Close your eyes, express your desire. I want to experience the state of meditation. Next thing, we human beings are really good at holding on to stuff from our past, especially the bad things. We don't forget it easily.
Yeah, I think that's why this is staying.
We all are good at it, right? Without exception. Right? And we hold on to that a lot. What does that do? That becomes a drag in our life. That becomes a drag in our life. So we have to let go. We have to learn to let go of that baggage. Drop it. There is some point in our life where we have to leave it behind and move forward. We cannot carry that baggage all our life and bury ourselves under the weight. So next thing is, I let go and I forgive. Without thinking about any person, without taking anybody's name. Does not matter how bad the situation was in the past, you can still move forward. I let go and I forgive. I let go and I forgive. Say it a few times. And then thirdly, spread out your palm, put it on the top of your head and slowly massage the scalp in a circular motion. And here you can say, Mother Energy, please establish me in a state of meditation. 7 times. And that's it. The 3 steps. Starts from your heart desire, I let go and I forgive, and then establish me in a state of meditation. 3 steps, 5 minutes. Do it and you'll see that the rest of the day you are more balanced. You are not getting irritable. Or you're not feeling upset about things that you can focus better. At the end of the day, if you can, the foot soak that we did, 5 minutes if you can do that before going to bed, I promise you, you'll sleep like a baby. If you try that, you will not stop doing it for the rest of your life. Who does not enjoy a good night's sleep? And everybody needs a good night's sleep. That's the best way. Right? We all lie down in our bed and Things are running through our head. And that's the way to get rid of it. Do your foot soak, go to bed. If you can do that, 5 minutes, that's all it takes. You'll thank yourself for having taken the effort. It's going to be hard. I promise you it's not going to be easy, because the hardest thing for any of us to do is change our routine. Changing our routine, even if it means adding one more thing to our routine. And I'm asking you to add 2. So it's not going to be easy, right? But if you do it, try it for a few weeks. And then you'll come back and tell me that, this has been a life-changing thing for me. It took me 3 months to put it in my routine on my own. I was lucky that I had a nagging sister. But we don't like to be nags here, right? So, questions?
So the best time to do meditation is in the morning.
Early in the morning, first thing in the morning when you wake up. Yes.
Well, the foot soak is in the
Evening.
Does it also require meditation, or is it just a simple foot soak?
No, it is about the attention. What works is your attention. The thing that is working is your attention. Your attention is the one that is making that change happen, right? So I can't put my foot soaked up and be watching, TV, Trevor Noah, late night show, right? No effect, 0 effect, because your Kundalini is turned off. The Kundalini knows that, hey, your attention is not on it. So I say, okay, whenever you have time, I'll wait. The thing with this energy, it's a very patient energy. It waits for us. It will wait for us for the rest of our lives. If we don't ask for it to do anything for us, it will wait for a lifetime. But we are the people who need it urgently, right? So we have to put in the effort. But a good question. That it cannot be done without the attention in it. Your attention is the key thing here. When you put your attention in it, it works like magic. Right? Any other question? Sweaty? Hot, sweaty, heat coming out. Did you have a busy week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what happens, right? The system is, what happens when we are extremely busy, the right side, anything we do in our life, the ability to act and get things done comes from this channel. And sometimes life gets busy. When life gets busy, what is happening is this chakra, the one in yellow, is spinning too fast. Working overtime. And when it's working overtime, it's producing a lot of heat. The heat gets trapped between the red and the yellow chakras. The heat gets trapped here. And as the heat gets trapped here, the organs, our kidney, our liver, our spleen, our tummy, all of that gets affected. And sometimes we will not know, why am I feeling a little upset? It's because of this. And when you meditate, the energy is rising and pushing all that heat out. That's what you're feeling. Sorry? The toxic, yeah. Right? So it works amazingly. And you'll feel it, right? Like she felt it. And again, it's a science. It's understanding the mechanics behind it, right? How does this system work? And you can learn all of it. And that's what we are here for. We are here to teach you. Good question. Anything else? Okay. So who's not going to meditate next week? Alright, very good. I trust you all. Thank you so much for coming. And there are nice handouts that Brad has printed. This is for the 7th chakra, the Sahasrara chakra. So on your way out, please grab them. And we also have cards which have the entire chakra system and such. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are you? Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Good.